Today we're going to talk about multiplying your actions. We may each be only one tiny leaf on a giant tree, or one grain of sand on a huge beach, or one grass plant in a giant prairie if you're from Wisconsin. If we do one thing today, like biking 3 miles round trip to work, instead of taking a car or planting some basil seeds, or buying a glass jar instead of a plastic one, that's great. First of all, if we do one of those things every week, we've done it 52 times a year. 52 basil plants is quite a garden. If we do one of those things every day, we've saved 365 plastic pots or biked 1,095 miles. I mean, assuming that you bike every day. Hopefully, you don't work every day. We can multiply our beneficial effects just by making a habit of green choices. But in the end, if each of us is just being the best grain of sand we can be, that might not change the landscape. So instead of that, let's think of ourselves as the tiny leaf who can send signals to the rest of the tree if it's being eaten by a bug. Or in this case, if it has a great idea about cleaning up the city or putting solar panels on every building. We can start by telling our friends, "Hey, I biked to work today and it put me in a good mood for a few hours." Hopefully, the friend files this away and one day they try it out. Next, we tell our mayor, "Hey, I'd like to see more bike paths and safe pedestrian paths throughout the city." If everyone who tried biking one day tells their mayor, suddenly you've got citywide legislation about adding new bike paths every time you repair a road. That's what happened in my hometown of Madison, Wisconsin. Good job, Madison. Who knows, with this success, you might reach out to the state senators, remembering that environmental issues are supported by 66% of citizens across the political spectrum. Then maybe you end up with a statewide bike path from Illinois to Canada. Hasn't happened yet, but I would love to see it. A few years later, maybe you've created 50 new bike paths and linked up to a new nationwide bike trail. All because you multiplied your actions by 1. Trying something fun and good for the environment. 2. Telling friends and family about your positive experience. 3. Telling your local government you want policy supporting the fun and good thing. And that's how your one little leaf helps the whole tree.